Hey you guys, I am here with the one and only Gordon Ramsay. We are doing 10 minutes with Gordon Ramsay. I'm asking him all of the burning questions that I know all of you at home want to know about. My number one question for you is, Can you please explain to everybody at home how you make your delicious, creamy, ooey gooey scrambled eggs?
That's a really good question. So scrambled eggs for me is about not seasoning it too early. The minute you add salt to those eggs, it turns them runny, so they overcook by the time they are actually cooked.
So no salt?
No salt until the end.
Until the end.
Because the eggs get destroyed by that salt. It turns them grey and it turns them runny. So I use a little bit of butter to begin with, and I go on the heat for 60 seconds, off for 60 seconds. So I just let them, almost like a double boiler, they continue cooking off the heat.
Okay.
And I never whisk them before they go in the pan. We whisk them once they're in the pan, gently with a spatula.
So you crack them and then you whisk them in the pan?
Exactly that.
That's insane.
Season at the end. Now, the most important thing about scrambled eggs is to stop them from overcooking. So I put a little teaspoon of creme fraiche at the end to give the eggs a little bit of tartness, and then from there we finish them with fresh chives. So
amazing.
Yeah, nice and creamy and delicious.
I love that, ooey gooey.
Ooey gooey.
That. What kind of cheese do you put in it?
Cheese, I'm a big fan of cheddar cheese. Honestly, I grew up with cheddar cheese, and I would grate cheddar cheese on top so it melts and gets even more gooey.
Okay, amazing. That's one question for you. What do you think is #1 kitchen appliance that every person should have? Top 3 favorite kitchen appliances that everyone should have.
That's a really good question. You know, I lived in Italy for a year, and these little $20, $30 pasta machines, making fresh pasta is just amazing. Dried is good as well. So making an amazing fresh pasta, tagliatelle, the most amazing ravioli or lasagna. So I'd say #1, a pasta machine.
Okay.
#2 would have to be a really good knife. A sharp, everyday knife that you can use on a daily basis, because there's nothing more destroying than cutting veg, prepping ingredients with a blunt knife.
Okay.
So pasta machine, knife. And then #3, I would go for an amazing grill, like a plancha grill, like a grill that you can stick on top of a gas ring, and literally grilling vegetables, grilling fish, grilling meat is way better than roasting all the time, because you get the goodness there and they don't overcook.
Okay, amazing. And you can just put that on top of the burner.
It's exactly that.
That's a pro tip right there. I also want to ask you, I'm a restaurant owner, so
Yes,
what would you say are the biggest mistakes that restaurant owners make?
That's a really good question. So restaurants need to cook for the audience that's on their doorstep. You know, too many restaurants open up today thinking that they're going to become huge international successes. I've always said from day one, become a neighborhood phenomenon. Become the restaurant in the neighborhood that everyone wants to get into. Okay. And if you can fill your restaurant up on a Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday will take care of itself. And then don't worry about making money on food. Yes, you need to get your percentages right. Where you make money is on wine, on alcohol. That's where it's easy to make money, but keep the prices smart so as you come back once or twice every 10 days, as opposed to becoming a special occasion restaurant, which you outprice yourself. And that's the big mistake they all make.
Yeah, that's that's so true. What is your favorite dish to make ever?
Favorite dish ever? So having a huge family, you know, 5 kids, an amazing wife. The big thing for us on a celebration, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, would have to be a beef Wellington.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
This beautiful fillet of beef wrapped in mushrooms, wrapped in crepes, and then wrapped in this amazing puff pastry and baked. So when it hits the table, it's like this beautiful, stunning, amazing masterpiece that you just all take a slice. We have that on Christmas Day as well, because we're not massive fans of turkey. Sometimes it gets a bit boring.
No, our family does roast for Christmas too.
Perfect. Wellington all day long.
Or the 7 fishes.
7
both,
fishes.
Actually, we do both. I have another question for you. Does your wife cook at all, or is she just the luckiest woman in the world? She has to eat everything.
Tana's a very good cook.
Really?
She's a very good cook. So Tana is, like Matilda, our youngest, another very good cook. And she brought a book out about 7 years ago, and at one stage it was actually beating my cookbooks in the charts. So yeah, no, she's a great cook.
Would you guys ever do a show together?
She would kill me.
Why?
Well, because she said you're too poncy, your food's way too long-winded, and you need to cook normal food like I do. So
like simple?
Like simple and delicious.
I think that would make a really good show.
Don't put that idea into her head, because she'll get it commissioned.
Simple versus too complicated.
Too complicated, yeah. Poncy, fancy.
It's an English term.
Yeah, so poncy is another word for fancy. Fancy food she doesn't like.
That's so interesting. I can relate to that, but well, that's because I can't do anything very abstract. But anyway, what don't you eat?
God, there's not much, you know that. I'm not a massive fan of, we call them ladies' fingers, you call them okra.
Oh yeah, the consistency is weird.
Yeah, it's just the sliminess of it.
Yeah.
You know, I know gumbos need to be finished with that stuff, and I get the, you know, breaded in cornmeal, but I'm just not a massive fan of okra.
Interesting.
It doesn't really taste of much, and it does look like the inside of a sort of a Harry Potter movie because it's slimy.
Yeah, and it's a little furry.
It is furry, that's right.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, that's a good one. I never thought of that. I am obsessed with Masterchef. Can I come on the show?
After you kicking my ass on that breakfast pizza, I would love to have you on the show.
Woo!
We'll do a Olivia Culpo inspired MasterChef mystery box challenge.
Yes!
Give us a little insight the kind of ingredients you want to put in there
Okay.
to get MasterChef kids or adults?
Or
Or a special.
Ooh, guys, what do I want?
And maybe a regular roll.
I love that.
All of the above will go with option D.
You like pressure, right?
Sure.
So coming on MasterChef and doing a mystery box challenge together, yeah, I'll put you under the clock for 60 minutes.
Wow, oh my God, that's so embarrassing and awful. I'm gonna start going to school. Gonna start with my schooling. Thank you so much, Gordon, for having me today and for taking the time to do this interview. Also, we just filmed his show together, Scrambled, and I will be posting about that on my Instagram, so stay tuned.